We are recording. Chris, you can choose to share your camera if you'd like. I'm not making it mandatory. So I'm excited to do our Halloween one shot. Do you guys want to talk about your characters? Do a little intro. Greg, you want to start?
Is everyone here?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Yeah. So we're starting with who we have right now. I don't want to wait too much longer.
No, that's fine.
So you guys want to talk about your characters, how you guys know each other?
I'm playing Vol Nolorlon, or Vol as his buds call him. He's a half elf, a rogue. He's kind of like just like a cool dude, just lazy, just a complete bullshit artist. Basically just believes very strongly in his buds, is very wholesome, but also has the attention span of a gnat. It's a bit of an idiot, has very messy brown hair, piercing blue eyes, very beautiful features, but is just always wearing ratty clothes, and has a very chaotic energy.
So is it like one of those she's all that scenarios where like you take the glasses off and actually put on decent clothes, all of a sudden you're just super beautiful?
Oh yeah, it doesn't weird, man. Like, it's that kind of thing.
All right, Stefan, do you want to go next? I say as you chug.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So my name's Drake. I see Drake as sort of like a drifter. Like Greg was saying, not really much of attention span. He's kind of like always gazing out the window. He's the kid that, like, if you're playing baseball, he's playing out in like left field, just sort of like standing, kicking at rocks and stuff, or like at the edge of the playground, like as far out as he could go. But really likes his friends, and kind of like only social identity is through his best buds. He kind of hangs out on his own. Besides that, when they're not around, tries to be super friendly because he's like afraid that they're gonna drop him. So he tries to be like all encouraging and like friendly and maybe like too nice.
Okay.
That's basically all I got right now.
All right. And
Hey,
oh, go ahead, Greg.
don't you have like a pet lizard or something?
Oh yeah, I have a pet. Well, it's a dragon. It's not just a lizard.
No, I'm sorry. Oh, man, my bad.
Oh, this is gonna be awkward.
But he's got like it's supposed to be a small, but like I'm also very small. So I figure maybe like a foot-long lizard that likes to like hide in his shirt, like underneath his armor, and will like curl up on his shoulder, like lay across his neck, because it's kind of like a long snake. Kind of see it like a Chinese dragon at this point.
Okay, like a Mushu.
Yeah, like a Mushu. I was trying to think of the character.
Okay, I like it. And Huss?
So I'm Lore. I am the AV Club asshole. I am the embodiment of actually during his teenage years. No, preteen years, sorry.
Okay, so I should emphasize that this isn't a fantasy world. So you are children, but in a fantasy world. So there's no AV club. So what's the fantasy equivalent of AV club?
Oh,
The
Crying
Illusion Club.
Yeah.
We have Drama and Illusion Club.
yeah, okay, not AV, yeah, drama and illusion. Yeah, I guess so. Drama and illusion.
Vol's in the band club.
There's got to be some reason for me being an artificer, and it's
You
got
could
to
be
be one of those.
you could be the obscure instrument that's in band that is like, there's only one, but it makes that one sound that is crucial for a song. Some song like
Oh, president of the Automaton Club.
I like it.
There you go.
I make those wind-up things that like write their names out.
That's cool. Are you?
Yeah, I'm a know-it-all asshole.
Okay, I'm down. And how do you all know each other, or how well do you all get along?
I I would like to think that we're just best buds. At least Vol is like these are the Vol. These are like the coolest dudes he's ever met in his life. Like he just thinks you guys are the shit. He's yeah.
Vol, how old is
We
Vol?
need to prove it. You need to prove it to everyone else. He's like 13.
Okay. And how old
Is Vol getting into trouble all the time?
He's getting into trouble, getting out of trouble. In somewhat proportionate amounts.
And how old is Lore?
I'd say 12.
All right. And how old is Drake?
We'll go 12 too.
Okay. All right.
13 next week.
13 next week?
Technically a teenager.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys, we find ourselves in your hometown called Willowton, and it's a small town in Bohemia that is on the outskirts, but near like farm town. So it's a decent sized town, but it's not huge. Most people pass through it on their way to other major destinations. But it's definitely got a smallish population. It has like a small town feel, but enough to have like a high school, or the fantasy equivalent of a high school. And the main draw for this town are its festivals that they hold for different holidays. So right now, at the beginning of fall, ahead of harvest, as well as the turn of the seasons, the town is preparing for what is it called? The Reaping Day, which is its harvest festival. So this is probably the biggest draw for Willowton. People from all around tend to pass through and take part in festivities. The town square is set up with stalls, and you see the mayor lying under tree, a human woman who kind of oversees the town and really is more of a festival planner than she is any kind of governing person. But she seems to be doing well enough job that people do travel to come see this, see the townsfolk chipping in, and this is definitely something that everyone is really passionate about and really likes participating in and kind of showing travelers what their town's all about, and I would say the town square has a large fountain in the center of town, surrounded by buildings, and then there's stalls lining the edges of the square, and then the center part, along with the fountain, is like a common area where people can gather and talk and generally show their harvest spirit, let's say. You guys, what were you guys all doing leading up to today? I would say it's early afternoon, getting close to maybe later afternoon, getting close to evening time, as festivities are starting to pick up. And are you guys down with the harvest spirit? Do you guys have costumes? Do you guys like costumes, or are you guys too cool for school?
What's the girl situation like?
So at the festivities, you guys know this is one of the prime opportunities for out of town girls to come into town.
Oh shit.
So I would say the girl situation is generally more favorable around the festivals than it is any other time of year, because a lot of people in town know you guys, and so they may
don't like. Yeah,
they may not like you guys. I'm not saying that they do or don't, but
I put my arms around my friend's shoulders and say, "Compadre, it's reaping day, reaping, and shall we say maybe some sowing?" Eh?
I don't like to sew.
Yeah, man, exactly.
We need costumes, guys, and I'm broke. What are we supposed to do?
Shit.
So
Girl, go for us if we're not in costume.
Drake, you broke again. Fuck.
So what you guys know is that there are stalls that will either sell costumes or lend costumes out to those who do not have costumes, and anyone can borrow a costume. However, in order to participate in any festivities, you have to have a costume. So I'm not saying you have to choose a costume, but everyone will look at like people from out of.
What's that?
Janky borrowed costumes. All right, we gotta get down there, guys. Otherwise, I'm gonna get like the scarecrow again. I can't. I'm still itching from last year's hair.
Yeah, man. What's that? Was that Chris?
Nothing.
Sorry, you said something. What do we have to do? Do we have to like get down there?
So, do you guys were you guys gonna try to run back home and craft a costume, or do you guys want to borrow one from town, or were you guys gonna try to come up with some money?
I thought we were in a hurry to get like the free costumes, right? We're not gonna spend money on a costume, right?
Okay.
Like that seems kind of crazy.
Lord knows we're not gonna make one.
That's gonna take like time, effort, thinking.
So,
oh wait, man.
The benefit of you guys being local townsfolk is you guys can kind of get into the festival area under the guise of helping set up, and so you guys can scope out the costumes before anyone else can get their hands on them. So, I have a list of costumes you guys can choose from, but if you guys want to tell me what you guys want, I can try to see how that works out. So,
I want to hear your list. That sounds like fun.
So I have a flesh golem.
I want to make it like we're rushing in there. It's like busting.
Imagine just carrying something through the gate, like yeah, and then the second you're on the other side of the gate, just like dropping it and running.
So you guys, you guys all are holding something that you guys are carrying pumpkins into the festival square, and people are just kind of nodding at you, because you guys look like you guys are actually participating, which no one really expected you guys to.
Second, no one's looking up to throw that shit up.
And so there's a random stash of pumpkins just kind of just somewhere near the fountain, and you guys stroll over to where you guys know the communal costume booth is, and you guys get first pick at anything. It's unmanned right now, and you see kind of big trunks that are set out, and you guys kind of are rifling through them, and there are a couple costumes. One is your traditional jester costume. It's like blue, or like a royal purple and gold with the hat with the three little prongs with the bells at the end, and then there's like like a top that looks like that shows the chest a little bit, and it has kind of shoulder pads on it, but it looks like it's definitely been put through its paces. It's quite an old costume, but it looked at one point it was a nice costume. There is some pants and shirt that look like a skeleton, and it looks like a humanoid skeleton, but it does have you find other accessories to make it look as if you have other kind of various appendages, if you want it to make it look like you have multiple arms or a tail or something like that.
Hey, awesome. Check out these bones, dudes.
Hey. I think I found the one that you like. Then there is on like a
halfway into it.
Then on kind of like a display that you would see at like a seamstress's store or whatever, where they use to pin up shirts and stuff for sizing, you see a cape, and along with it false teeth, and so it's like a Dracula like cape and fake teeth, and some like white makeup that you can choose if you want to put on. There is a broom and a witch's hat, and accompanying dress if you want to dress up as a witch. And so this is something that is on the list. I don't know what it is. I'll leave it to you guys to decide what it looks like, but it's called a flesh golem. I have no idea what that is, so if you guys want to describe it for me, otherwise I'll just say that's there.
Frankenstein would be like a flesh golem.
Okay.
Potentially. Like it might look like Leatherface if you want to go creepy.
Well,
but
then we'll say it's
made of flesh.
So it's like a Frankenstein's monster costume.
Yeah.
And then you just see a white sheet with holes cut into it.
That one's the jankiest. I'll take that one.
All right. So
Mister was holding up for a long time there, but the white sheet with the holes cut in it is definitely the jankiest. I'll take that
that's why I left it last. But... So Drake takes the ghost costume.
Rol's just laughing at the idea of a flesh golem.
Hey, the ladies might want to see your flesh golem, man.
Rol's just like,
Stupid. So, are you the flesh golem, Greg?
No, I'm in the bone costume.
Oh, you're the skeleton.
I'm zipped up all the way into it before the others even pick their costume. Just like bones, giggling to myself.
Chris, what stuck out to you?
I guess I gotta go with the flesh golem.
You want to be Dracula or a witch?
You could be a hot witch.
Yeah,
Sexy
that's
witch.
definitely not my style. I mean, not my character style, but IRL, I'd probably do that one.
How big is your character? How big is a Dragonborn?
I'm very small.
Yeah, you're tiny, right? Oh, can we get a costume for your lizard? I mean, sorry, your dragon.
Before Nico mentioned all this, I was just gonna say I'm just gonna dress up as his pet.
Well, so you guys can't. I am giving you options to come up with your own costume to see if it's there. You know, like this is just a list I have.
We should only use that option for the pet dragon. It's the only one that deserves it.
I want like a little dolly or something like that, like a princess costume for the dragon, or like a doll size.
Sure.
Yeah.
She likes it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was a sheet.
So, Lore, you're the flesh golem.
Yeah, and I guess like the costume, like my scales poke through the costume because it's so like tattered.
So yeah, so
yeah.
I will say the like as much as these costumes are like the prime ones of the communal costumes, they are communal costumes. So these are costumes that people have retired and donated. Like think of this as the goodwill of costumes for people to be able to participate and still, you know.
I'm gonna be honest. I think we look fucking great. High five, everyone.
So as you guys don your costumes, you guys are walking around, and you guys notice that people are setting up festival games, it looks like they're turning the tavern into a haunted house, and you see people setting up, and we're getting pretty close to when people anticipate the festivities starting. So was there anything you guys wanted to do prior to the festivities starting?
Can I? Sorry, maybe it's too late. When we were going through the costumes, I was just curious if there was maybe anything like costume jewelry or any sort of fake piece of like something I could maybe just swipe while we were busy. Why don't
you roll a perception check?
All right. It's 21.
So you have your choice between costume necklace with the skull and crossbones on it, as if it belonged to a pirate costume, or you can have your choice of like fake, like costume rings.
I'm gonna take that necklace with the skulls.
Okay.
I have it?
You just have it.
Yeah.
The value is.
Dude, these are like bones and head, like head bone.
And the value is 1 gold piece. You guys want to You guys want to do anything in particular before, festivities start? You guys want to scope out anything?
Snacks.
Yeah, how are we food-wise?
Can't hunt babes on an empty stomach.
Okay, where do you guys want to go? You guys want to check out the village, town square? You guys want to go into town a little bit further?
Festival times, there's always like one meal or one thing that's synonymous with the festival.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever that is, I would say we want to do.
So
hopefully the greasiest possible version of it, because we've got metabolisms now.
So there are two specialties that people from who come to this festival always line up for every year. It's the pumpkin squash soup, and it is the hometown pot pie. Those you can definitely smell are definitely being made, and people line up for them. If you want to try to get your hands on one of those, that's going to be pretty hard. But I will say, any other kind of standard fair festival foods, like say corn on the cob or popcorn or things of that nature, you could probably find. But
seeds.
Definitely thinking the cheapest options.
Okay.
Dumpster diving it is.
Dumpster diving's, we can always begin with a little dumpster diving. That's pretty chill.
I figured we burned at least a couple of those pies.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, fuck, Drake, if you recommend it, I reckon it's gonna be a great idea.
Okay. Lore, are you on board with this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, you guys pick up a couple of pumpkins again to also try to blend in with the surroundings. Can you guys...
It's the same broken pumpkins.
Yeah.
It's coming back up.
So you guys take them to the tent that's been set up to make these pies, and you see bakers furiously stacking them on trays as people anticipating everyone shows up for these things. And so you guys roll near the tent, and you see people milling about, looking too busy to really pay you guys any mind. And you guys are saying you're trying to look for something that is burnt, like maybe they tossed them out or something.
Well, now I'm thinking, is there anything cooling on a windowsill sort of thing, or an easy jankable?
So I'll say this is like a larger setup tent to make room for baking these, and so they have cooling racks, similar like you would see in a commercial bakery, but they're more like wooden slats. So there are some cooling, but you would have to go into the tent to find those. But you do see people milling about around the outside and stuff.
We're capable of doing magic as well. I'm sure we can yank some pies.
So I see two very low stealth checks. Were you trying to sneak inside?
I was just kind of hitting buttons, but yeah, sure, let's go with one of those. The first one was me stumbling into the tent, and then the second one was me trying to set myself like I meant to do it and blend into the shadows, both of which failed.
And so the head baker sees you stumble into the tent with a half-broken pumpkin. He's like, "Oi! What do you do with those pumpkin there?"
I was told to deliver them someplace.
Yeah, you were told to deliver a whole pumpkin, not part of a pumpkin.
They're rolly.
Go outside and take it out back. I've got no use for a broken pumpkin.
What about a whole pumpkin?
If you got the whole pumpkins, bring them inside, boy. It's busy. Come on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I'll hurry outside and then hastily look around and get my buddies to help me look around for whole pumpkins.
So,
of all the pieces of broken pumpkins we have, is there any way we can kind of stick them together real quick
and give to the head baker? roll me an investigation or.
Okay, I want to converse with my compatriots quickly.
Okay.
So guys, I'm thinking if we could come up with some sort of distraction, then we just need one of us to grab us like 2 pies to split 3 ways. Like that's
That's
enough
a
pie.
pumpkin. I can distract you with a pumpkin.
Like, I looked down at my hands and so, like I make some knives appear. I'm like, I can make knives.
So he did clue you in, saying, you know, he had no use for the old one. He wanted you to take it out back. So
Yeah.
you guys want to check out back, maybe?
Yeah, let's
Go check it out back.
All right. So you guys, you know, Drake, he basically pew-pews you outside, and you know, you go around back, and around back you see kind of all of the, you know, the stems of the pumpkins as aren't being used, and kind of all the gutted insides and stuff in kind of like a compost pile in the back. And you see, go ahead and roll me. You guys can all roll me a perception check.
Oh, 14.
18.
Holy mackerel, 24.
So
Oh,
Lore,
that's 20.
so Lore, you see 2 pumpkin pies that have been tossed out back that look like they fell, and so they're not perfect pumpkin pies, but they are they look edible.
I dive for them to scoop them up and start blowing on them to get any dust off. Just,
Can I blow on them to reheat them?
Sure.
do you have fire? Was that what you picked?
Yeah.
I mean, they are a little burnt already.
We got to heat him back up, though.
Yeah.
I've never had pumpkin pie hot, so that's up to you.
Oh, they're pumpkin pies. That's right. I thought they were the meat pies. Okay, never mind.
Like, no, stop, no.
Oh no, I did say they were pot pies, didn't I? No, they're pot pies. They're pot pies. I could retcon that. They're pot pies.
Pumpkin pot pies.
Keep going. Heat them up.
Wait. Yeah.
No, I'm retconning it. They were pot pies. I'm sorry.
Just like juggling them with my hands.
So you want to breathe on them? You're gonna breathe on them while they're still in his hands.
Yeah, throw them higher. Throw them higher.
I'm gonna take my dragon, because it's also fire, and like wrap it around the other pie and hold the dragon while he heats it. Because the dragon's like oven mitts.
Like, why are we doing this?
So roll me. I don't know. That's not performance. Let's see. Let me look at a character sheet real quick.
Animal handling?
Now I want to say roll me a sleight of hand check or
For the pie.
or performance check.
For me or for Drake?
For Drake. No.
Oh.
Yeah, for Drake. So for Drake, it would be a sleight of hand check, I guess, and then if Lore is also breathing onto the one that Vol is holding, then that one would be a sleight of hand check or performance check.
11.
11 and what?
14.
11 and a 14. Why didn't the game log update for me? Sorry. All right. So, Drake, your dragon, you hold on to your dragon. Your dragon's fine, but your hands are slightly burnt.
It happens more often than you'd think with a friend that breathes fire and a fire dragon friend.
So you have some calloused hands and slightly toasty hands.
You apologize to the fire dragon. Like, I'm sorry. It's my fault.
And Vol, you successfully hold on to the pie, but your hands don't feel great, but they aren't burnt.
I'm gonna bounce it on over to Lord to catch because I think you should be resistant to fire, which is what we should have done in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, bro, over to you.
So you guys have these two.
Yeah, you're gonna nail it.
You guys have these 2 reheated, discarded pot pies, and I'll leave it to you guys to choose if you guys eat them or not now.
Alright, I'm digging in.
All right.
Oh yeah, they'll get cold.
Absolutely.
All right. So you guys bite into these pies, and aside from the flaky crust being over toasted, everything on the inside is perfectly savory and just like this amalgamation of like, you're not sure what kind of protein is in there, but whatever it is perfectly spiced and balanced, and it's just very hearty, stick to your bones, wholesome food. And you guys are able to share it, and you guys will all get a 1d4 of temporary hit points to use later.
I'm adding them right now. I'm gonna roll my d4. Oh, beautiful.
And what's it called? Lord, you want to roll a d4?
Sorry.
Can I roll one for the dragon? Because she ate 2.
So for the dragon, it's 1d2.
Well, I rolled a 1, so we'll just go.
Plus 1 for your dragon. Wait, so is your dragon actually like have combat stats?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
We give the best piece to the dragon first. Does the dragon have a name?
I was just thinking about that. It needs a name.
Yeah, because I think we all love the dragon. Or at least I do.
We'll call her Tinder.
Tinder.
Nice.
So Laura, you can add that 2 to your as temporary hit points. All right, so you guys have eaten.
Sorry, I just wanted to say, like, you never get tired of the pot pie. Year after year, it's always awesome. Just...
Yeah, even off the ground.
Yeah.
Really good.
Even falling into a dumpster, this pot pie rocks.
And then you guys all have this sudden thought, like, what if we actually had one that wasn't discarded? Like, how good would it actually be?
Oh, that's the dream, isn't it, boys? Hell yeah, dudes, one day that's gonna be us.
So I'll say you guys eat, and you guys kind of head off to go kind of, don your costumes and kind of get ready and make your guys selves as presentable as you can for the potential babes to be showing up to the festival later. What do you guys do to kind of dapper up your costumes?
I find a reflective surface. It's my first goal is just to check out my eyebrows, my hair, my beautiful hair. I just do shit to it. It doesn't do anything, but I do shit to it.
And your glorious locks just still somehow look styled, even though you really didn't do anything to it.
Like, they look styled, but like really fucking messy.
Yeah,
like,
it's that hot messy, Drake.
I just kind of gonna like putter around. Like I know it's like a white sheet, but like Cousin It walking, where it's just sort of like bouncing along. I'm very small. Like I'm an adolescent.
I totally forgot
like
you're a halfling, so you're actually dragging the sheet.
Yeah, it's tiny.
So I'm just gonna like just bounce along, try to dodge people's kneecaps.
I totally forgot. That's so good.
The idea that it's like a human-sized sheet, so it's just like their feet are like halfway along and it's just striding along in the mud.
And
I have a dagger. I'll cut it down to my size.
Okay. That's so good. And Lore, how do you kind of freshen up? Are you concerned about babes at all? Actually, I should ask.
No, because I'm president of Automaton Club.
Oh, okay.
They'll come to me.
So the only 3D you're interested in are your automatons, not like fleshy.
At the current time, I'm only 12.
I was just gonna make my own one day.
Okay. So, as you guys are puttering about, getting ready for the festival, more townsfolk are actually showing up to participate in the festival. You see people with really intricate costumes. Some people are dressed as gargoyles. You see a few people dressed as zombies. You see people who've definitely taken time and pride in the costumes that they've done, and you can see everyone's showing up there. Everyone's in a jovial, good mood, and in general, it's just a really good atmosphere. People are excited to be here. It feels like community, and even with people traveling from out of town, everyone still feels welcome. And you see, as you guys are walking about, you see a guy you guys know as Garm, and Garm is like, Laura, you say you're kind of like a know-it-all asshole. This guy is just a bully. He's just an asshole to everybody, and he's dressed as a gargoyle, but you could tell like you guys are borrowing costumes, but they look like whole costumes. He dresses as a gargoyle, but you could tell he worked on it. Well, you can't tell if he worked on it or if he beat someone up for it and damaged the costume. But he's dressed as a gargoyle, and his dream is to win the costume contest. And you guys kind of see him passing by, and you guys can choose to avoid him, or you guys can choose to talk to him. He seems to be kind of occupied with something.
Well, is it a good gargoyle costume? Is it like...
It looked like it would have been if it hadn't been trashed.
Can I ask more about this costume contest?
Yeah, so you guys know every year at the Fall Harvest Festival or the Reaping Festival that there is a costume contest, and is what drives a lot of people in town. It's a matter of kind of town pride. You kind of get like bragging rights if you're in town, if you won the costume contest, and everyone's free to participate. You know that it's typically people in town who win, and that I would say you guys know that Garm has always tried to participate and yet always seems to not have a great costume.
Fucking Garm's an idiot. Well, I mean, we don't... I don't know. Personally, I don't have the effort to win any sort of costume contest.
What if we put Tinder up for the costume contest in a gorgeous princess outfit?
Tinder does look really fucking great.
Wouldn't it be funny when Garm loses to the dragon?
Yeah. I mean, who's gonna vote against the cutest fucking little dragon ever? Look at her.
You guys,
screw Garm.
You guys hold up Tinder, and she's just kind of like, you think she's posing, but really she's just kind of sitting there.
Like a fly goes past and she eats it.
Oh, how cute.
Like, she's fucking beautiful.
She's got an 8 intelligence. She's as intelligent as some of us. She's at least as intelligent as Vol.
She acknowledges Vol.
Vol stands dry and so wise. Awesome little dragon.
So the festival was open. You see like on stage there's live music playing, people playing violin, and people playing drums, and there's a couple of bards on stage performing for the evening, and you guys are strolling about, and you guys see that there are festival games you guys can take part in. There is Dunk the Bugbear, there's a pumpkin carving contest, there's a haunted house, various other festival games. And you see that there are, if you go to these games, you need a costume to participate. They're turning away any outsiders who are at the festival but can't play unless they wear a costume. And that the prizes are caramel apples. And you guys see you see a line for the haunted house, and you hear screams of some girls who went in who got freaked out, and you see them running out, and you see people in line kind of looking at each other like, oh, like, what are we in for? And you see a line for Dunk the Bugbear, and it seems people are meeting with various success. You haven't seen anyone dunk them yet. And then you see people getting ready for the pumpkin carving contest. What would you guys like to do?
They have all our weapons and stuff.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Curious for this pumpkin carving contest.
You
We're
guys
not
want to
going to get very far with the mace.
Do you have to pay to get into the pumpkin carving contest?
The only payment is you wearing a costume.
Okay, I'm gonna show up. That's why I'm interested in. When I try, get a little artistic.
Do you guys all want to participate?
My plan is to make something, and if it's ugly, BS that it's some sort of abstract art.
I want to dunk the bugbear, I think.
Okay. So you guys can do all of these separately, or you can guys. I mean, I'm gonna let you guys do all of them, but where do you guys want to start? I guess I should say.
I totally want to support Drake and do what he wants to do first.
Well, we'll just go to what's closest. What's closest?
I would say dunk the bugbear is the closest to you guys as you guys walk in.
Good.
So you see a man in a bugbear costume sits on a plank above a huge basin filled with water.
It's not an actual bugbear.
It's not an actual bugbear. No, it's a guy dressed as a bugbear. Yeah, are you kidding me?
Fucking
Bugbears are
weak, bro.
chaotic evil. You
I know.
can't have those in the village. Are you
Dude,
it's a wholesome town, dude.
I think a smart person would have known that. Vol is
It's like a real bugbear. It's never a real bugbear, Vol.
fucking, I don't know, man. Like, it just seems like you could say, like, it doesn't say, like, dunk the man in a bugbear costume. Like, I fucking.
It's true. It
That
doesn't.
wouldn't fit on the
It just seems
sign.
kind of weak to me, bro. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to ethically spend my money here.
We're not spending money. The entrance is wearing a costume. That's a skeleton costume.
So you see,
Oh, hell yeah.
you see the guy above the dunk tank. Come on, try to dunk me. I bet you can't dunk me.
Is it like a baseball sort of thing?
Yeah. So they're like rocks, and he's sitting atop like a wooden plank over a water basin, and there's like this mechanism that look like ducks. Like wooden ducks that you have to hit in order to dunk him. And so there's 3 targets that you have to hit consecutively. So mechanically, this is how it works. There's 3 targets you have to hit. You get 6 stones to throw. You have to hit all 3 of them consecutively. If you hit one and miss one, it resets.
Oh, so you have to hit all 3 in a row, yeah.
You have to hit 3 in a row, yeah.
You're gonna take a rock and drop it into my sling, wind up, and bam! Crack at the first duck.
Okay, make a ranged attack for me.
23.
So you hit, and the bugbear is like, oh, we have a live one here. Maybe I'll get wet for once this time.
Get him, Drake.
Please
Fuck
don't.
him up. Fuck him up, Drake.
Bugbear, I'm gonna make you wet.
Oh no!
Sling
I don't know one, Drake.
and fire. 21.
That's 2 in a row.
And with a huge exaggerated wind up, I'm gonna sling the last one. And fingers crossed, chaps. 16.
You throw this sling, or you sling this rock, and at first you're kind of iffy about how you threw it, given how accurate you were with the first 2. But you just happen to nail the tip of the duck, and you just see this bugbear like, oh no, and then you just massive splash. And the person manning the booth, one of the teachers at the school, is just laughing so hard. She teaches magic history, I guess, and she's laughing. She's like, "That's what you get, you old fart!" And it's her husband in the bugbear costume. And,
Yeah, you fart.
Yeah. Get him.
You fart. You fart.
I think you got that all fart. Paul starts chanting, oh fart, oh fart,
Oh, fart, oh, fart.
oh fart.
And so he's like, all right, enough with the fart jokes. And resets the whole thing. And Miss Crabble, I'll say, hands you a candied apple.
Yeah. We'll split this up for us.
We said we give the biggest piece to Tinder.
Of course.
we offer the entire candy apple first, or whatever she doesn't take.
Well, do you guys, before you guys do that, do you guys want to participate too, or are you guys moving on?
I don't want to follow that up. That was perfect.
Lore?
I'll hang around with them.
Okay, so you don't want to try?
I want to. No, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Ms.
I'm
Crabble,
not gonna be able to top that.
it's like, oh, you boys don't want to try? You guys don't want candy apples?
We got candy apple. It's right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well,
you all can use...
I look to see if Tinder needs more candy apples.
Tinder's like, yes.
Alright, okay. I'm gonna go for it.
Okay. Oh, that's right, my boy.
Alright. Yeah,
Dunk that old man!
Just some stretches, some exaggerated stretching. Can I... If I throw my psychic blades at it, will it fuck it up?
You can try.
Because I have psychic blades, I throw them, but when it hits a target, they vanish and they leave no mark on the target.
You can try.
No, I don't want to just do that for no fucking reason. It seems insane. I'm just gonna do. So what do I do? Just a ranged attack?
So you do a ranged attack with a...
So, like dexterity?
Yeah. Ranged attack for a modified weapon.
Okay, so I don't have my proficiency bonus.
No.
Okay. I will do one. An 8.
So you... How do you... Are you just chucking it, or what are you doing?
I'm gonna like I just imagine Paul like gets up, he stretches, and he's like, oh fuck, and he's just like, oh fucking full of bravado. He's gonna throw it. It's just gonna very weakly like do a little lob and go boom. And when everyone looks back, he's gone. He ran away.
So you're just gone. You're not even gonna try again.
I'm rolling my stealth right now.
Yeah, Lord, let's go find him.
I got a 13.
So everyone sees you running away.
I'm just behind a pole, like leaning on it, looking the other way.
I guess he's done. You, sir, and she motions to Lore. You wanna try? You have 6 tries. I don't know why he ran after one.
Yeah, he's sensitive.
I'm
It's
good.
Oh, okay. You boys have a good night then. Enjoy the festival.
Yeah, Paul. Thank you, Miss H or whatever it was.
She's like, Drake, get out of my face. And so you guys move on, candy apple in hand, and what do you guys want to do?
We split the candy apple, we eat it, and then whatever is closest, I guess.
Yeah, there was.
Well, let's say
do some pumpkin carving.
you guys, yeah. So we'll do the pumpkin carving contest.
Haunted house, and there's one other thing that I can't remember right now.
There's other festival games you could do. There's like the bottle ring toss and stuff like that. It seems like those are all really popular and busy. So you guys jump in line to take part in the pumpkin carving contest. So the mayor is announcing, now everybody, thank you for taking part in our pumpkin carving contest. Whoever wins will have a permanent display at our graveyard for the ceremony to happen at the closing of the night. It would be my greatest honor if someone from in town would win. However, we do not discriminate here. Everyone who would like to participate can. We have these lovely pumpkins that are provided from our fields. Our fair-winning pumpkin, 300 pounds, is in the graveyard as we speak. So, came from this very patch. And so, each of the stations are set up, and you guys have about 15 minutes to carve your pumpkin. And so how it works is it's functionally just a sleight of hand check. I'll have you make 3 of them. And if you pass 2 out of the 3, DC 12, you have a good result. If you pass all 3, I'll say you're in the running for winning. And if not, well, you might be just better than Garm. So.
Is there any way I can try use, I want to try also BS that it's like abstract art. I want to like really try come up with like.
I will say you can choose to use the carving tools they give you, or you can use your spirit knives. But as far as the abstract art thing, like, dude, this is a pumpkin carving contest.
All right, I'm gonna try. I've got a decent sleight of hand anyway, so I'll just try.
So you all can make your rolls. We'll do the first roll.
15.
All right, so success. So let's
20?
do. Hold on.
Sorry.
All right, so you guys all pass the first check. So go ahead and roll a second check. Okay, so Laura, roll your second check since Vol and Drake did already.
All right, so just roll sleight of hand.
Yep. Vol is yours. Nat 20.
No.
Oh.
Dirty 20.
Okay. You all passed the second one, so
Man, we are fucking nailing this.
you guys are definitely killing it right now. And you guys see down, everyone else is like really into it, and you see some people are kind of painting their pumpkins, and we have a guest.
Hey guys. Yeah.
Milton's here.
Here we go.
Yeah.
So
yeah, what should have been a 1 hour journey home ended up being 3 hours.
oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah, there's just one bridge from the north to get back into Vancouver, and an accident happened on that bridge. So I'm so sorry.
It's all good.
But
yeah,
have you guys already started? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, Milton, you show up to. So I'll just give you a little bit of a backstory. We are in your hometown of Willowton, and we are participating in the village's harvest festival, or they call it the Reaping Festival, which celebrates the harvest season and the turn of the seasons. People, the town itself is a small town, but people from all over kind of travel in because it's a really storied festival.
Okay.
Your friends have kind of stolen some costumes that are they got first dibs, quote unquote, on costumes that are donated for people to wear to participate in the festival. So I'll say you have one that you prepared at home, and they also stole. Well, not stole.
We found it in the trash.
Yeah, they found 2 kind of slightly burnt and dropped pot pies in a compost pile behind where the pies are baked, and ate them, where they got some temporary hit points. And they also participated in the Dunk a Bugbear contest, in which Drake successfully dunked Mrs. Crabble, the magic arts teacher's husband, who's dressed up as a bugbear in the water. Vol attempted once, missed badly, and then tried to stealth away and ran away. And Lord simply decided not to. So Drake was given a candied apple, in which he divvied up between the other 2 and his pet dragon. So
we're busy carving some pumpkins right now.
Yeah, so I'll say you're one of the other. I'll say you're one of the other participants in the pumpkin carving contest. But before we get there, what kind of costume do you want to be wearing? I have a list of what the other people are, or the other people in the party are, or you can choose to come up with your own.
What is everybody else wearing?
So Drake is dressed as a ghost, which is literally just the white sheet with eye holes cut out. Lore is dressed as a flesh golem, which kind of looks like a Frankenstein's monster situation. And then Vol is dressed as a skeleton, so he literally just put on some trousers and like a sweater that has a skeleton painted on it.
You got some bones on it.
Yeah, but there's some other like appendages he can attach to the costume to make it look like he has 4 arms or whatever. And then you notice he's also wearing like a costume chain with the skull and crossbones on it. And so,
and Tinder the Dragon is wearing a princess costume.
Yeah,
Princess.
Princess costume.
Oh, sorry, princess.
Yeah.
And I'll say you can. I'll give you the list of what's left that I have prepared, but you can also tell me what you want. There's a jester costume,
Okay.
a vampire costume, and a sexy witch costume.
Just what? A vampire?
Uh-huh.
A sexy witch.
I guess I'll be the jester.
Okay. So I'll say, here, let me write this down. Hold on. This is
I
Milton.
was really tempted on the sexy witch, but wouldn't have fitted in with Milton's demeanor.
That almost makes it better, but let's see.
This is a lot of awesome ad.
Do you want to describe Milton? Like how you know these guys and kind of a little bit about them?
Yeah, so I know these guys just because we're in the same class, and I guess I'm a bit I wouldn't say autistic, but I get like extremely focused on things, and then people think I'm being rude, but I'm just focused on something.
Okay.
And I'm a bit of a daydreamer, and I don't know.
And what about your class and race?
So my class is I'm a forest gnome.
Okay.
And I have a good interaction with nature and animals. Like I think I can feel like I know what they're thinking.
Okay, cool.
And
You still watch
my
Girls?
mom thinks I'm crazy. Yeah.
Okay. And so Vol was very interested in having a costume to try to pick up on some girls that are from out of town.
Oh yeah.
What is your opinion of the opposite gender, and if that's a motivation for you or not? It is for Vol.
Yeah, I haven't thought about that yet.
Okay, we'll get there. So they are so you guys are all participating in this pumpkin carving contest, and so they were making their rolls. They passed. So you need to be in the running to win the contest. You need to pass 3 sleight of hand checks. All 3 of them have passed 2 already. So I'll let you make 2 sleight of hand checks back to back. You need to beat a DC 12.
Okay. Just going to the character page. Okay, I'm on my character sheet page.
Mm-hmm. And then there's
I need to make a what?
Sleight of hand check.
Ah, okay. Sleight of hand check. Oh.
All right. So you passed the first one. Go ahead and roll one more.
Oh yeah, Milton.
Milton.
Yeah.
Ooh, all of you
guys. So we're all just doing great. We're just killing it.
all of you are just fucking focused and killing it. Like you guys got really awesome designs down.
I imagine we're all like just locked in, like this crazy like virtuosic violin music playing. We're all just like carving these puppets. We look up and we realize our bud Milton's there. We realize it.
Yeah.
Like, hey guys.
Yeah, so you guys like get to a stopping point and then look at each other like, oh wait, Milton's here. Where have you been, dude? Like,
Like Milton, and then I looked down at Milton's pumpkin. I'm like, Milton, you're killing it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I want us to all be like very complimentary of like not only each other's, but I want to be very complimentary of the people around me. I'm like, oh hey man, nice. That looks really good. Oh,
Except for
nice.
Grum. Well, his name's Grum, right?
Oh yeah.
Garm.
Garm. Sorry, Garm. Well, I'm calling him Grum. I'm like, Grum, I mean, dude, don't worry, you can turn it around, dude. It's okay.
Oh, shut up.
Grum, it's cool, bro. Like, just it's all about like the
Hey,
intention.
just focus on what you're doing over there, man. Leave me alone.
Can I try to intimidate Carm with my pumpkin? Because like my whole squad is just killing me with these pumpkins.
You want to get inside his head?
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
can I try to get inside his head?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll an intimidation check.
Alright. 18.
So I'm gonna roll for Garm. I wasn't going to, but I'm gonna have him roll with disadvantage on his checks.
Yes!
Fails. So you got a 4 on the first one. Well, he rolled a 19 on the second one. With disadvantage, it's an 11. So he fails twice. So he has... you don't know quite what he's doing, honestly. Like, it looks like a quartered section of his pumpkin is just missing because he started carving, was fed up with it, and just cut it out and threw it away, and is starting to work on the other side. And you can tell he's starting to run out of time. So I'll have all three of you make the last check. And if you all pass, I'll have a roll off between you four.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
We rolled a dirty 20.
All right.
23.
Jeez.
We're gonna get into combat and instantly die.
18.
All right. Dirty 20, 18, 23, and then Milton.
Mm-hmm.
One last sleight of hand check.
Support roll.
Oh no!
Number 2 is my favorite number. So it's okay.
So you said 2 successes is still like an okay.
Yeah, so like between the three of you, just roll me a luck check to see which one.
I'm gonna be like Milton. When you think about it, yours is still like technically the best. You know, don't worry about it.
What's a luck check?
So just roll me a
Yeah.
straight roll a d20. Whoever rolls highest wins. No modifiers, just a straight d20.
Yeah.
Okay.
5. Ooh.
Well,
Yeah.
well, so Milton, you're not in the running for this one since you failed the last check. So
Oh shit.
Serious?
Lore got a nat 20.
What did you carve into?
Yeah, what did you carve into the pumpkin?
Mine was a sexy lady.
What does the mayor look like?
So she is a
She.
yeah, she is a like middle-aged noble,
Before you carved the pumpkin.
and she wears like what do you expect a mayor to wear? Kind of like more fancier clothing than like standard townsfolk, but like since it's a smaller town, it's nothing hoity like you would find in a major city or something.
Got like 2 or 3 dresses on, like skirts on. You know, that's how you know she's
No,
rich.
I have a major beef with the mayor, and I carved her as the pumpkin, but I used the pumpkin sort of shape to accentuate her, corpulence. But in a way, she can't really say I that was my intent. So,
so
You have plausible deniability.
so everyone puts their pumpkins on display, and they put the candles inside, and you carve yours in such a way that like it looks like as if there's shading to the pumpkin because there's different thicknesses of the pumpkin wall, so it's perfectly carved into like a portrait image of the mayor, but you can tell it looks a little spooky, and it kind of looks like you kind of overly emphasize like kind of like she's not.
sheets.
Yeah.
I'm just can I just like stand around and like everyone that comes by to see this pumpkin, I want to be like, you can really see the baroqueness of the image, like the existential dilemma as you stare into the eyes of the mayor. I just want to like BS the shit out.
So the mayor's walking by everyone's pumpkins.
There you go.
So the mayor's walking by these pumpkins, and it's almost like the AKC where the judge is walking down the line, and she's like, that was very lovely to see. And then she looks at Garms, is just like, Very nice attempts, dear. And then just immediately passes by, and then she gets to Drake's, and Drake's. What did you carve?
I'm gonna go with the theme. It's Tinder in her pretty princess dress.
Oh yes, I see a striking resemblance. This is beautiful. Oh,
I like to think that we signed Tinder up for the contest too, but she just ate the pumpkin.
Still sitting inside the pumpkin, like.
That's part of the reason why you don't win is because she's actively eating at the carving that you did. She's like, oh well, it was a lovely. I'm sure it's still quite nice, and she moves on to Vol's, and she goes to Vol and says, oh this is quite interesting. Well, what is this?
He's like, well, when you look at it, it's just like a total babe, like just knockout, 10 out of 10, and like that's awesome, don't you think? Like just totally so cool.
Quite. Yes. This is. You did a great job. You're very passionate about your carving.
He's like giving a thumbs up to every person around. Just like, yeah.
And he goes up to Milton and you sir, what is it that you have presented here?
I carved a pumpkin in my pumpkin.
This is a lovely rendition of a pumpkin. Yes, it's a pumpkin squared, if you will. And she laughs.
I heard you like pumpkins in your pumpkins.
You just see someone in the background, X to the Z. And then
sorry, Steph, I interrupted you.
Oh no. It's like I love how you just got the color down. Perfect.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, quite the color is spot on. And then she finally makes it to Lore's pumpkin. Oh my! This is incredible. And she's like, you did all this in 15 minutes? It's the shading and oh my god, is that me? And she's like, you truly have a gift, and you're very skilled with your hands. And she's like, ladies and gentlemen, this year's pumpkin carving contest is won by what's your name, lad?
Lore
the Dragonborn. And one of her assistants picks it up and it kind of displays it to everyone, and the small crowd that's gathered around the pumpkin carving contest is cheering and clapping for you. And yeah, what's up?
I have thaumaturgy, and your voice booms up to 3 times as loud as normal for 1 minute. And I'm going to use that to be Lore's hype man. And you're like, this is the best pumpkin. No one's ever carved such a great pumpkin. This is my main man.
And then you see,
thank you.
in the distance, you see people who were in line at the haunted house. Specifically, a few girls look at you, and they, you can see like they're paying attention to you guys, wondering what's kind of going on over there. And the assistant carries away the pumpkin. And it's just like, we would love to have this displayed at our graveyard for our closing ceremony to honor our dead and also the harvest season. And she's like, and as a gift for winning this contest, she hands you a pumpkin carving blade. And functionally, this blade is like a really like ornate blade, and it's actually like in a wooden box. And it's a blade and kind of like a scoop, but they're metallic, and then it has an insignia of the town on it, and then it just looks like a really well handcrafted, thoughtful kind of prize to get. And so she hands it to you, and we would love to have you participate again next year. And then she walks off to go judge another contest. So you guys have done the pumpkin carving and the Dunk the Bugbear. You guys have the haunted house and other festival games to choose from.
And people have noticed that we're hanging out now with a the guy who's just carved the greatest pumpkin art that's ever been done.
Yeah. And yeah. What do you guys want to do?
I guess this haunted house is like what's up, right?
Yeah, this is like where all the teenagers are going to try to prove how brave they are.
Is this cute girls in line?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm already on my way.
So you guys,
that's not me though.
I'm approaching some cute girls and being like, "Hey, you check out that amazing pumpkin my boy Lore did." He's like, "Well, the Emperor's gonna tap him and his squad to an art installation in the palace. Like, it's just on the lowdown, but like, I thought you'd like to know."
Go ahead and roll me a deception check.
12.
They kind of believe you. Well, I mean, is that what? I mean, I heard I heard people cheering about his pumpkin. It must have been something. But the Emperor?
No, yeah, he's just saying it's amazing, just like the most incredible pumpkin you've ever seen. But anyway, I don't want to make a big deal about it. Like, those are my boys right there.
Do you think you can, help us talk to him?
Oh yeah, totally. I could looks over at Lowell. It's back. It's like, yeah, we can totally take care of that. Like, you sit tight in line, but at Haunted House, like, it's gonna be crazy, right? Like, what do you think's in there?
Oh, I don't know. No one seems to come out talking about it. They just cut out running, and then the ones who seem to be too phased to be scared don't want to ruin the surprise. So no one really knows what's going on in there.
So
we could protect you. The man with the blades and the pumpkin. And I don't know if you saw me, but I was able to dunk the bugbear. One of the only people. Thank you very much. So we could protect you. We could, you girls would be safe in there with us.
Yeah. I mean, I heard that after you dunked the bugbear, they increased the difficulty, but it was still really awesome the way you did it. But yeah, we're really cool dudes. Like, we can take care of not only ourselves, but ourselves plus a couple extra other people.
Oh, yeah. You guys want to hang out? You guys want to go?
My heart is racing.
I'm gonna roll a perception check.
A little sweaty there.
Yeah, they could tell you're definitely
Jeez, man, I don't know why we have it in the middle of when it's still hot out in fall.
Yeah. So you guys from around here or what?
Yeah. We're locals, right, guys?
Yeah. Where are you from?
I'm from Phandalin.
Phandalin. Wow.
Yeah.
Cool mines.
Go ahead.
You guys have those cool mines out there.
Yeah. My dad works in a mine, and she motions over to her friends. Our family makes the trip out here every year, and we're really looking forward to the pies later.
It's like, oh, the pies are dope.
Yeah, we had one earlier. They're amazing.
And you know what? They keep so well.
Yeah, we always take a few home for the road too. Yeah.
Oh man, they're pretty. They're pretty resilient pies. When you think about it.
I've never thought of it that way. Resilient is not a word I would use for pie, but I guess. And so you guys make your way into the haunted house. You guys are next, and you could tell the girls are kind of getting nervous. How are you guys doing? Are you guys nervous at all? Actually, do me a favor. Roll me Constitution checks to see how scared you guys are.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I have the brave trait, which means I have advantage on saving throws against being frightened.
Sure. I'll allow it.
Oh man.
14.
17. Oh no, Milton.
Oh no!
I don't like ghosts.
Milton, I don't think it's actually haunted.
and Drake got
we live in a world where ghosts are real, but
I'm very scared right now.
even with advantage.
Even with advantage, he got a 9. So,
just making Milton even more scared.
so, the girl.
Let's keep it together.
I'm down, you're freaking him out. Freaking me out.
Oh wait, you guys are both tiny as well. Like, hang on to Laura's legs.
And so you can see the girls. They look back at you and they notice that Vol and Laura are like fine, like maybe not outwardly scared, but then you can see Milton and Drake.
I'm sweating.
Like you can see sweat dripping through his jester costume, like his,
The costume is really hot. It's the sweat from the heat, the inner heat.
Do you hear the bell? Is he like shaking? Because then you could maybe
Yeah, the
hear
bell.
Yeah, you can hear the bell shaking off of the hat, and then you
This
see
is the bell to scare away the ghosts.
and Drake is sweating through the sheet, so there's like a clear bead of sweat around the crown of the head of the sheet.
I can see with the shaking too. The whole thing's just like vibrating. I'm not scared. I'm not shaking. The whole thing.
Fuck, this is so good. So you guys are set to go into the haunted house. Everyone goes in on the first floor. The first floor is kind of cleared out, and someone is like, "All right, then, who's next? You guys are gonna go upstairs." Yeah, you'll be all right, lad. You'll be all right, you little one. You'll be all right.
He's like, oh yeah, I mean, I'm just like, maybe me, my buds and I just want to like check out the first floor for a little bit longer. Like
Maybe the visiting woman should go in first.
yeah, ladies first.
Yes.
All four of them look back at you guys, and then they're like, "Yeah, thanks a lot," and then they just go up without
You're
you guys.
very welcome.
And the bartender who's manning the first floor, he's just like, "Right, lads, you missed a prime opportunity there. I'm not gonna lie, but the night is still young." And then you just hear "Ah!" upstairs, and then you see all four girls just run right past you, right outside.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And it is now your guys' turn to go upstairs. Who's leading the way?
Well, I would, but
I gotta impress my friends. I'm gonna go.
but yeah, it's Drake's time to shine.
I'm just gonna run. Like, just right up the stairs.
So you run up the stairs. Do you guys follow, or well, you know what? I'll say Drake runs so fast that like he doesn't even give people time to come out and jump scare him, and he just runs to the end of the hallway. And so we'll get to Drake in a second. Who are you guys all going up together now, or
can we see him, or was he just like?
No, he was just so fast and ready to try to run. He just ran, so you don't see him anymore.
I give it like 2 beats, like maybe 2 seconds, and then if I hear nothing, I'd follow.
You don't hear anything.
All right, yeah, I'll follow him. Not quite as quickly, but just like.
So, are you guys going up together or individually, one at a time?
Come on, bros. We can't leave a bro behind.
Milton and Lauren, are you guys going together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're following.
As long as the others go first.
All right. So, Vol, make me a perception check.
Right. Nat 20.
So you see, like, you're so hyper vigilant because you're so scared that because you don't know what to expect, and you haven't seen Drake. But you're like, okay, something's up here. And then you see like 4 little kids dressed as spiders run out and go boo, and then you with your 20, you're just like, wait, these are like this happens every year. People freak out, but like it's people from town, you know. So those are those little brat kids from the elementary school. Yeah, whatever. So you're not frightened at all.
Hi, Paul. Hey, Danny.
It's like, hey, little dudes, you're looking good. You know, you might have scared the shit out of someone. And I like pat my butt just to make sure I'm good.
And you know, they're like, oh, please, yeah. It's like, oh, we didn't get you. And then you guys continue down the hallway, and let's see, Laura, make me a perception check.
17.
So you got you know, you pass by 4 doors, because the upstairs is essentially the rooms of the inn upstairs, and 4 doors all kind of simultaneously open, and you hear groaning of like zombie noises, and then 4 people come out dressed as zombies and go, but it doesn't seem to affect you, and you're like, what do you say?
Lame.
Names. Nico, sorry. Can we maybe in like 5 to 10 minutes take a little potty break?
Yeah, we're getting close to a stopping point, so
Okay, cool.
it's just a little further. So you guys have made it past the fake spiders and the zombies, and now you are at the end of the hallway. And you go into this room that this whole thing leads you to, and you walk into this room, and you see a witch. She's dressed up with a witch's hat, and she has a cauldron going, and it's glowing green, and she goes, "You made it, my pretties." And she's just like, "Oh, no." And then you see her raven familiar kind of cawing at you guys. And it's like, yes, I am going to curse you and your party. And go ahead and roll me, Milton, roll me one last, I guess, perception check or constitution check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. It's a fake witch.
And then, Drake, I want you to make me a stealth check with advantage.
Mm, 21.
Nice. Okay. So what happens is, Milton, you know that this is the innkeeper. Her name is Atura. And she's just like, oh, I knew I couldn't get you guys. You lads are starting to get older, and these don't work on you anymore. She's like, but you didn't account for this. And then, Drake, you jump out and scare the shit out of your friends. How do you scare them?
Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna drop from the ceiling, like a spider sort of thing, and like the ghost costume will like billow out and then like slap towards the floor. And while it scares the shit out of them, I don't know how I got up there, so I'm scared as shit too. And scream the whole way.
And Artura explains to you, because so you ran so fast down the hallway that none of the other people could scare you. So you get into the room, and Artura tries to scare you, and she's like, you know what would be even funnier is if you scared your friends, right? So you just found yourself floating in the air. And you know Artura is an old mage, and she's a retired adventurer, and she owns the inn. And so she was kind of just holding you up there to scare your friends. Yeah, so she laughs at you guys, and she's just like, you guys are a bit old for this now, but I appreciate you guys still coming out and taking part in the festivities. But do me a favor, don't tell anyone what else is going on in the house, okay? We want all the out-of-towners to be properly scared.
Vol's still on the ground from having his buddies drop down on it. But she's studying this, he's like, oh, yeah.
Vol, you can get up now, come on.
He's like, fool me once. He starts sliding on the ground. I'm not falling for any more of this shit.
Oh man.
So you guys, you know, you say adieu to Artura and head outside, getting ready to, participate in the rest of the festivities. And we'll pause right here for a quick break, and then we'll continue.
Nice.
Chris Ford, I'll